Is round 2 of the mega crackdown that is currently underway across 8 states on the Popular Front of India. Top intelligence sources have told your channel that this round 2 is taking place because of the widespread violence and protests that was witnessed across the country on Friday, right after the multi-city, multi-agency crackdown on Thursday. Now, all these states where the raids are being conducted as we speak are Uttar Pradesh, MP, Gujarat, Delhi, Karnataka, Assam, Maharashtra and Kerala. These raids are in view of the intelligence inputs suggesting that the PFI is planning more violent protests. In the wake of the recent crackdown, several PFI cadres have been arrested at last count. That was at about 200. Now, this is an early morning crackdown that was conducted mostly by state agencies, the state police and the law enforcement agencies in these respective states. It's notable that most of these states are BJP ruled states, in fact, where the crackdown is currently underway. Now, remember, on Thursday was the mega late night crackdown that took place on the Popular Front of India, where not only raids were conducted over 100 locations, but 100-odd leadership of the Popular Front was also arrested. Many state-level general secretaries, vice president of the organization also now behind bars. In the wake of that, in the wake of the violent protests that we saw, especially in Kerala on Friday during their Hartal call, this intensified crackdown is what we're witnessing now. Arunima, my colleague who tracks the Home Ministry, joining us live from the national capital here. And Arunima, it's not just the violence that we saw on Friday, especially in Kerala, but the intelligence inputs which suggest that perhaps there would be an attempt by the Popular Front and its cadres to carry out more planned attacks, especially against the BJP and the RSS, that has led to this intensified crackdown today.
See, as far as the attack against BJP and RSS and affiliates are concerned, that is part of the larger scheme of things as far as Popular Front of India is concerned. If you saw the statement that was issued by them minutes after the detention of their top leadership was carried out, even that said that this is as per the agenda of the Rashtriya Samsevak Sangh, the RSS, because they are not happy with the work that the PFI is doing. So they have been clashing with RSS and affiliates for some time now. But this specific input said that even though the top leadership at the national, district and zonal level seem to be in custody, there were some who absconded. In Kerala, for example, NIA has issued lookout circular against at least 2 leaders, including national level office bearers and state level office bearers. The apprehension is that some of the PFI leaderships at local levels have managed to escape the first round of raids, and they are still trying to organize more hartals, more action to protest against these arrests, and those actions could turn violent. So in order to prevent this law and order situation, state police, after receiving the input, is carrying out countrywide searches. So from east to west, from Assam to Maharashtra, from north to south, Delhi to Karnataka, searches are being carried out, not just to arrest office bearers, but even people who are in any way associated with PFI. So there are allegations that there are some students, some activists who have been detained as well. So the agencies are saying that we are looking at all these people who have had a role with PFI in the past, checking their credentials. So some have been taken into preventive custody. Close to 200 have been taken into custody. Their arrest has been shown and they are likely to be produced in a court very soon.
Right, do stay on with me because much like Thursday, this also is a multi-state raid, a multi-state crackdown that is currently underway. And Ritu, my colleague, joins us from Bengaluru with the latest. And Ritu, it seems like Karnataka is where the maximum number of arrests so far have taken place.
Karnataka last time as well, when there was a joint operation, you see the number of arrests was again in a huge in the Karnataka. Then it was almost 20 in number, and this time it's 75 members being detained across the Karnataka. This is another time that wherein the state police has cracked down heavily against these PFI leaders. There is a raid that is taking place at multiple locations at the PFI leaders, SDPI and CFI leaders' houses as well as their offices. across the Karnataka. With that, you see the number has raised as well. So previously in the morning it was around 45 and now it comes to 75. So
Right.
yes, this is all in the backdrop, clearly stating that the number of communal violences that are also taking place across the Karnataka, because in just couple of months we have seen no less than but 4 to 5 such incidents where there has been a communal violence again, and it spreading across different districts as well. So this is another step from the police that has been taken up. But meanwhile, you see again there are protests that has erupted in the Raichuru district, where the PFI supporters have gathered in front of the Tehsildar's office, condemning the act of the state police for arresting for detaining their leaders, and there are slogans that have been raised against the state government and the state police as well. But meanwhile, in the other district, that's Ramnagara, you can see right after the information that the family members got, they have all reached out to the police station there to collect the information to why they are being detained by the police. So family members have all gathered in front of the Ramnagar police station, but what we are also learning right now is police has dispersed the crowd, saying that it is an operation that is taking place across the Karnataka, and with the interrogation that will take place. So it is all to the investigation procedure that will take place, and that's when the family members are also being requested to not come and gather in front of the police station unnecessarily, because it's a systematic manner that how the interrogation will have to take place.
Absolutely. So we're seeing that kind of resistance and pushback even today, and that really what led to this intensified crackdown, because we saw not just protests that turned violent, especially in the state of Kerala during a hartal call that was given on Friday following the arrest of the top leadership of the Popular Front on the 22nd of September. Pranchu, my colleague, also joins us from Lucknow, getting us the very latest as far as the crackdown in Uttar Pradesh is concerned. And Pranchu, we're given to understand that the UP ATS is the agency that is leading the operation there today.
Well, this is what our sources are telling us, that UP ATS is clearly involved. But, officially, neither the ATS nor the top officials here are still confirming or denying anything. So what we can say is that sources are clearly telling us that yes, ATS is involved, and these raids, they are being conducted on the inputs obtained from the NIA. Now, our sources tell us that raids have been conducted at multiple locations, that is 2 locations here in Lucknow, and then primarily in Bulandshahr in Western Uttar Pradesh, where we have this input that at least one person has been picked up from Chaudhriyan locality under the Kotwali police station area of Bundelkhand. Unconfirmed reports say that at least 5 to 6 spots are being raided in Bulandshahr or have been raided in Bulandshahr this morning. But the concrete input is coming about is about one person being arrested from Chaudhriyan locality, as I said, under the Kotwali police station area of Bulandshahr. So it does seem that, the action which we have seen over past 4 days, in which 11 people have already been arrested, officially shown arrested, the present raids also come in as a sequence of it. And we'll have to wait for authorities to come out later in the day to give us the exact detail of how many people and from where and under what charges they have been arrested. But as of now, what we can tell our viewers is that Uttar Pradesh also has seen multiple raids taking place in districts like Lucknow and, as I said, in Western Uttar Pradesh, town of Bulandshahr earlier this morning.
Absolutely. So the crackdown there continuing across at least 8 states, notably, like I said, most of which are BJP ruled states, which is also why we're seeing the state law enforcement agencies, the state police, that really is leading the charge as far as these raids are concerned, unlike the NIA and the ED that was leading the charge on Thursday. More news coming in now, and this is